You're watching another Supercharged Masterclass with Jordan Samuel Fleming. Your opportunity to learn the ins and outs of Podio design and development from one of the top Podio partners in the world.
Hey everybody, it's Jordan Samuel Fleming here with another Supercharged Masterclass. Well, today I want to tackle something that I kind of set the law down every time I build a Podio system, and that is rules around: do I use Podio chat? Do I do an activity screen post, or do I @mention on a Podio item? There are lots of ways of collaborating inside of Podio. When do I use each? What is best practices, and how should I set the law down on my company and all my users? Let's head into Podio and I'll talk you through it. All right, well, here we are in Podio. So there are three basic ways you can collaborate with your team inside of Podio. Number one, of course, you can go over here and you can do a chat. Hey, Jordan, and we've got a chat. You can do this to an individual, or you can, of course, create a group chat. So I could go to Jordan and I could be new conversation and I could add in someone else. And here we now have a group chat between this user, the Supercharged one, and Jordan and Agnieszka. So the chat works really well, and you can do group chats. But of course, it's only visible to the people inside of that chat, and it can be quite distracting to have things pop up on your screen, particularly, and I've had this situation before, when I'm doing a demo to someone or I'm talking to someone, a client, a customer, or a prospect, and someone sends me something filthy in the chat and it pops up and I have to explain it to that person. So the chat's one thing, but it is not very shareable, it's not very transparent, and it can be quite distracting. Now, the next way is you could, on this workspace, I could @mention the whole workspace or specific people and write a post, right? So I could just go like this, or if I pop over to this one, I can either @mention the whole demo workspace, hello, and everybody will get a @mention. I can do my polls and questions and all that. Now this is great and all, but of course it disappears very quickly. It's part of the activity screen, and as things happen, it'll go get pushed down and it suddenly becomes not visible at all. So there's a real problem with that. And then of course the final way is, as you can imagine, just going over to an item. Let's say I'm here and going over and going, hey, you. And there we go. I have now @mentioned someone. So those are the three ways of doing it. Now, what are my rules around it? Okay, hands up, who's using Podio for real estate and they don't want more leads? Nobody. You want more leads closed? Well, check out Smartphone for Podio, the only phone system fully built for Citrix Podio with an fully integrated power dialer and our amazing mobile apps. It means wherever you are, you can make more calls, log to Podio, send more texts, log to Podio, and close more deals, all logged to your Podio CRM. Click the link. Check it out. Very simple, actually. First of all, the only time you would ever, I believe you should ever use this bit is when you are announcing something, or it's in a specific workspace for employee hubs, and you're in a kind of communal forum workspace and you're making an announcement with permission. Don't be one of those people who goes to the Citrix PWA forum and decides to @mention the whole workspace. Everyone will shut you down, and it's a real shitty way of doing it. So really, in your own organization is the only time you should do this, and it's really for posts that are announcements but not critical, because they disappear. So this is the one that I use the least and I recommend the least. Now, of the other two, I have a very simple set of rules. If it is about something in our system, and then you should do your conversation on that item, right? So here I am on this item. I want to go ahead and tell the Assign Force robot to proceed. I'm going to do it on this actual item. Boom, 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 it's there. Why am I doing that? Number one, it'll tell the person who gets the notification that I've mentioned them. It'll let them link directly here. Number two, It keeps the conversation threaded on the item you're talking about. That's one of the reasons I hate Slack, is it's just one long goddamn conversation. You have to scroll back to find the thing you're talking about. Well, this is contextual. You are having a conversation about this item, about the thing that you are talking about, and you're having it on the thing. And so to me, if it's about work, if it's about a bit of work that we're doing in our system, 100% at mentioning on the comments is the only way to go. And the only time I use chat is if it is not really about work, I'm just chatting to someone and catching up to them, telling them a rude joke or whatever, or organizing a quick, saying, hey, are you available at 5 p.m.? Great, I'll put it into the Podio, I'll put it into the system. Chats are really non-critical business discussions, in my opinion. The chat functionality is great to check in. Hey, can you meet next week? Hey, how's it going? Blah, blah, blah. Happy birthday, whatever it is. But if it's business critical, if it's part of your workflow, part of what you and your company delivers, the only way you should be communicating is with that at mentioning and the comment feeds. It allows you so much more power. Well, there you have it. So I hope that made sense. As I say, the golden rule for me is if it's about business, it's about what we do as a company, you should be doing the conversation contextually on the item in Podio. You should be at mentioning there, you should be putting notes in there, because then it is contained, the history is there on the thing itself. That is where 98% of all of your conversations should go. Anytime you have a non-kind of business element and you just want to check in with your team, absolutely Podio chat is the way to go. And in terms of the activity screen, really, I never use it. I only use it if I'm maybe saying happy Merry Christmas to the team. But what's the point? It disappears right away. People miss it very easily. And more importantly, the biggest thing about Podio is the contextual ability to look at an item and collaborate on it. So the rule should be in your organization, use those comments at mention, do your conversations contextually on the items you're working on. Disagree, agree, want to bitch, want to argue, head over to the YouTube channel, subscribe there, and of course check out the podcast on all your podcast platforms. Do give it a like, share, a rating. It does help spread the gospel of Podio. If there's anything you want me to talk about, you want to disagree, please head over to the website, wearegamechangers.com, or the YouTube channel. Drop me a comment. I'll try and respond as quickly as possible. And if you are someone who needs a bit of help with your Podio, now I no longer do Podio development. I'm no longer building Podio, but I have a network of Podio partners I work with. You can head over to wearegamechangers.com, drop in a request to be connected to partner. Within 24 hours, I'll review your request. I'll connect you up with one of the partners that I think will suit you best. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching this Supercharged Masterclass with Jordan Samuel Fleming, CEO of Smartphone. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel to be notified of new podcast episodes, Podio Masterclasses, and in-depth Podio extension reviews.